Hey, good to see you again. The factory sent over the parts that were looking good on the rig. They're being fitted as we speak. Have a look at the report.
Yep, let's just glance at that for 2 seconds and then never look at it again. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of F1 2016 Career Mode Championship. We have a new upgrade part on the car, the final upgrade for the downforce, and it's come at a really good time as well for the Silverstone British Grand Prix. Lots of high-speed corners, so that upgrade part is definitely going to come of some use to us. Heading into this race, we've got a few upgrades heading the way of Renault Sport Formula 1 team, so those guys might potentially move up the order a little bit. You can see they're the third worst car at the moment, so maybe, who knows, they might score some points this weekend. But here we are straight into qualifying, no real point, showing you guys what happened in practice. Just grinding away at the resource points as usual. We managed to get inside the top 6 there in qualifying 1, and heading into qualifying 2. Hopefully we can repeat that kind of effort and really secure ourselves into qualifying 3. With the new upgrade on the with the new upgrade part on the car, it shouldn't be too hard to find that extra little bit of pace. We're doing a run on the used option tyres, soft tyres that we used in qualifying 1. We're using them again for Q2, and now at the end of Q2, we're using one brand new set of soft compound tyres to get ourselves through to qualifying 3. We're up by a lot, and we improved by a lot to go into second place. So yeah, very good pace at the moment. Only 2/10 away from Daniel Ricciardo, and that is really, really encouraging because we haven't actually secured a pole position throughout the entirety of this career mode yet, so it'll be really nice to get one today. Starting our first run here, first and only run in qualifying 3. I only had the one brand new set to use in this session, so we're going to utilize it here, doing a full lap of the Silverstone circuit, heading into turn 2, third gear, turn in for the next part of this left-hander, second gear. You always lock up the inside front tyre there, no matter what you do on no assist, but either way, building the revs, open the DRS on this first of many straights at this Silverstone circuit, heading into the second sector now, turn in, fourth gear, try and get as far to the left as you can before you turn right again for Luffield. Just try and give yourself as much space as you can, get on the power as early as you can. I didn't maximize that as well as what I'd like to going through there, and I ran a little bit wide on the exit as well, so definitely could have improved in that middle sector there. But heading into the old turn 1, going through Cops, just try and use up all the road that you can there without, going off track, of course. Now going through Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel, through there 7th and 6th, and then 5th again for the final right-hander, and then you try and gradually open that throttle, open the DRS, and yeah, just setting up now the next approach for what is it, Stowe, I believe. So this is a 5th gear corner. Try and turn in very late and just ease on the power before you set up the final few corners of this lap, braking for 3rd gear. Sometimes you can shift in a second. I tend to use 3rd gear nowadays. I've missed the apex for the right-hander there as we go through the club corner, final corner, up to the line. Where were we? I don't think it was pole position, it was 3rd place. So just a couple spots over the course of that lap, going through Luffield, and then again, just turning right a little bit too late, missing the apex when I was going through the corners in between Vale and then Club as well. So those two small mistakes probably made the difference in the end there between us not getting pole position. So I'm going to keep working away. Hopefully that pole position can be hopefully just around the corner. Who knows? We might get it at the next race. I'm definitely going to try my hardest, but yeah, there we go. 3rd place. Overall, I can't complain at the second row of the grid for the Silverstone Grand Prix. So, yeah, let's head to the race where hopefully we can take out the win.
The pain of parting is nothing to the joy of meeting again. And how joyous indeed it is to be back at Silverstone once more for the British Grand Prix. The queues to get in this morning extended miles back down the A43, such is the enthusiasm for Formula 1 in this country.
This is a really good starting position for us. Let's try not to lose it.
Well, that's going to be the aim, engineer. We're going to try and go for even more positions in this race. On the grid of the Silverstone, I keep saying Silverstone Grand Prix. I'm sorry, guys. I hear your comments. You're screaming at me. Race strategy. We're doing a 2-stop, going from the softs, mediums, and then hards again. I think I saw in Harry's video the other day, he went from mediums. He was going to go from mediums to mediums. So that could be a race strategy for us that we could explore as well depending on how the tyre wear goes. If you remember back to the previous race in Austria, tyre wear was really harsh there as well, so we'll definitely need to watch out for that. Try and extend the first stint as long as we can, especially if we can hit the lead of this race. 5 red lights, and away we go for the British Grand Prix. We've got a Red Bull front row, and we managed to get the jump on both of those guys. Well, Max Verstappen, as we head around the outside of him through turn 1. Daniel Ricciardo is actually the one in second place, sorry. So Max is the one on the medium tyres. He qualified on those tyres, and now he takes the lead of this Grand Prix. Crucial that we got in front of Ricciardo. He's on the soft compound tyres, so with Verstappen in front of us on the mediums, you'd have to think that he might be easy pickings on the harder compound. So we're in the slipstream now. Rich revs, running lower fuel mix, lower fuel in this race as well. So we start the race with a lower fuel load to make us quicker at the start, and it's working to an absolute treat at the moment. But yeah, Verstappen holding it in there up the inside, going through, you know, Luffield, and yeah, we managed to just get him on the exit there through better traction. So heading into Cops, the old turn 1, lead this race on the first lap of the British Grand Prix. It's exactly what you want. Verstappen now in second place, like I said, on the harder compound tyres, and hopefully, I don't know, maybe if he can hold up the cars behind and I can kind of eke out a gap over the next few laps, and that'll really help me out as we come to the end of the first lap there and we lead this race. Absolutely dream start so far. Nothing, I couldn't ask for a better start, to be honest, to overtake both the Red Bulls on the first lap. And now Vettel, no, that's not Vettel, that's Raikkonen getting involved with the 2 Red Bulls now, 3 wide through Stowe there. And yeah, they really slow each other up when they battle like that. And Pascal Wehrlein is getting in on the act as well. He gets up the inside of Verstappen, and now he's looking to set up a move on Ricciardo though, but he doesn't get the best exit coming out of the club section, and he loses a spot to the Red Bull once again. And meanwhile, while this was actually happening, this is the Renault of, is it Kevin Magnussen? No, I think it's Jolyon Palmer. He collected a Force India there, and he's out of the Grand Prix. No safety car has been called at this stage, but there was just a local yellow as that was cleared away. So we have no interruptions now as we head on to lap 4. We're setting fastest laps in the process, while all the cars behind us are really starting to battle away. And then once Ricciardo kind of got track position over his teammate, got some clean air, and then he started to bang in some of his own fastest laps there. So yeah, it's a bit of a trend. It's a bit like what happened in Austria. We got to the lead, and then once the AI battles and everything sorted themselves out, then they started to catch me up again, and once again, that's happening. So it's lap 5. It's our recommended pit window, and we're coming in to pit onto the medium compound tyres. Verstappen, he's going to stay out an extra few laps, maybe pit around lap 8 to 10. That's kind of the life of the medium tyres, as Verstappen sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, by the way, on the last lap. So that is that's actually really scary. The fact that he's 6 laps into his stint on medium tyres and he sets the fastest lap of the race. He's definitely going to be one to watch as we head on to the second and third stints of this British Grand Prix. Raikkonen sets the fastest lap of the race as well. He was right behind me on a brand new set of soft compound tyres. He must have came in on like lap 3 or something like that, because he's really got himself in the battle once again. After he was battling away with the Red Bulls, he pitted straight away. And now we get up the inside of Nasser, who of course hasn't made a pit stop yet. Neither has Hulkenberg either. And as you can see there, Kimi Raikkonen absolutely putting pressure on us at the moment. He's on the soft compound tyres, so he's going to be making another pit stop very, very shortly. We've run wide there, and we've gained an advantage there. We lift off the throttle in order to negate that, and that allows Raikkonen to get through in the process as well. So, I don't know, a little bit annoying. I had to do that because either way, Raikkonen probably would have overtaken me, and by going off track there, I probably prevented the overtake from happening. So I kind of, in all fairness, just lifted off there. But it doesn't matter anyway, because Raikkonen comes in for a new set of tyres after coming onto the softs again for that second stint. So that's almost a waste of pit stop for Raikkonen. Very bad strategy when the soft compound tyres, or the option tyres, whatever race you're at, only go 4 or 5 laps into a race. There's no point running multiple stints on those. But meanwhile, talking about strategy, all that kind of thing, we overtook Nico Hulkenberg, who's on the medium tyres. He's surely just about to come in for a new pit stop very, very soon. Ricciardo right behind him as well. He's going to make quick work of Hulkenberg as he goes round the outside through Copse there and moved himself into second place, and Verstappen is right behind him as well. So I've got the Red Bulls chasing me down at the moment, coming up to the halfway point of this race. I've just got to try and keep up my consistency, try and look after the tyres if I can. I've been burning a lot of fuel as well to keep them behind, but it looks like at this stage the Red Bulls are now battling for supremacy right at the point where they actually caught up to me, and they hold each other up quite visually through there. You can see I managed to get the gap out a few tenths there as they were battling through that fast sequence of corners, and you can see they're still battling away. Ricciardo versus Verstappen. Verstappen has 1 lap fresher tyres, so that might help him out later on in the race, but we head on to lap 12, and Ricciardo goes up the inside through turn 1. I braked early to let him go through there, but then when I tried to go around the outside there was no space, so I had to cut around the outside and got a illegal overtake, which was fair enough. I had to let him go back through there. But the battle resumes as we go through turns 4 and 5 now between myself and Daniel Ricciardo for the lead of this British Grand Prix. He runs out wide. He's got the DRS though. I'm in rich revs. I'm going to try and pass him up the inside, and here comes Verstappen up the inside of me as well. It's almost 3 abreast through there, but that is absolutely mental. A 3-way fight for the lead of this race, and we are definitely playing for keeps at this stage. Lap 13 now. Once again, the Red Bulls are on the attack now, and it's in the form of Verstappen this time. He's got the fresher tyres, like I mentioned, so he's definitely going to be one to watch. He still needs to run either the hard compound tyres or maybe even the softs towards the end of the race. So I'm very eager to see what happens with Verstappen and his strategy, but for our race, we absolutely need to stay in the lead of this race. I'm not going to give up positions easily today. As you can see now, Sebastian Vettel is the Ferrari that's mounting the challenge towards the Ferraris, and Wehrlein as well has caught up to this lead group as well to get involved. There's a yellow flag. Vettel has spun out on the inside there, going as we approach Luffield there. I think he was going up the inside of Verstappen. You'll see on the replay here that I think he just tags his left rear tyre and gets spun out there. Yes, he does there. So we'll have a look on the onboard and see exactly what happened to Vettel. I don't know, maybe he didn't turn in enough and they just kind of made contact there. Lost stability and just, spun out. So very unfortunate there for Vettel to fall away from that lead group. He doesn't have any damage. He only lost about 5-6 seconds, so maybe in a few laps, if he has the pace, he might catch back up to us again. It's lap 16 now, and I believe I'm going on to another set of medium... No, we're going on to the hards. So I didn't opt to go for the medium strategy. We're going for the hards. We're going for a more conservative strategy, watching out for the tyre wear, because it has been, once again, fairly harsh around this circuit. And, we'll see what that does for us at the back end of the race, where we're coming up against the likes of Verstappen, who is definitely going to be on a softer compound tyre. So we'll see what happens. It's lap 17 now, and you can see Verstappen actually rejoins in the lead of this British Grand Prix and has track position. So you'd have to say that he's definitely going to be the one that's already has one hand on the trophy, but Ricciardo definitely has something to say about that. He goes up the inside heading into Stowe, and he retakes the lead once again. So if these Red Bulls can continue to battle like they are, they're going to invite me to get back into this battle once again, because every time they overtake each other, they hold each other up, they use their tyres up, they possibly burn more fuel as well. And the more they battle, the more it helps us, myself and Wehrlein, to catch up. So this is lap 20 now, and this time I'm determined to go up the inside, heading into the Club and Vale sections. So you can see Verstappen drops to second. We're going to go up the inside. No! The virtual safety car, they all slowed up. I went straight into the back of Verstappen there and lost my front wing. I got a 5-second stop-go penalty for that as well. Are you joking? So there's a virtual safety car was called out, and before I could even realise anything was happening, the AI jumped on the anchors. There was absolutely nothing I could do from, only 5 meters away from Verstappen's gearbox there, and that's just so unfortunate, because we were just about to overtake him to move into second place, maybe even get into the lead on the next lap as well with some DRS. But now we're in the pits, we are changing our tyres, changing our front wing, and that's so disappointing. Honestly, so disappointing. We're going to rejoin, still inside the top 10 though, so that's okay. It's going to be P7. We're going to rejoin on the medium tyres. I don't even know what the incident was for, but yeah, that's really ruined our race here. We've got 4 laps to go in this British Grand Prix, We managed to overtake someone who retired as well, and we move into P6, overtaking a Haas who was a lap down. And for the last, few laps, I was really trying to chase down Hamilton and Raikkonen to catch those guys up. Yes, they were battling as well, which definitely helped things. Set fastest laps every single time, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. The gap was just too large, and we're going to have to settle for P6 today after what was a pretty average finish to that race.
Bad luck. It just wasn't our day today.
So there we go, guys. That has been the British Grand Prix here in Silverstone. If there's any positives, my teammate Pascal Wehrlein gets a podium. He won the previous 2 races leading into this one, and now he gets another podium there. So it's one of those races where it could have been. We were just about to make the move on the Red Bulls there, get ourselves right in the thick of things. Then the virtual safety car came out, and that was the knockout blow for us in terms of trying to win this race. So a little bit disappointing to lose those points to those guys, but still crucially, we still lead the drivers' standings. We've had so many average races in a row now where we finish like 5th or 6th, something like that, every single time ever since like Baku. But other guys around me have been having their own set of issues as well, and that's definitely helped things. So we still lead by 4 points over Daniel Ricciardo, who now moves into 2nd place after Sebastian Vettel has an average one there. I didn't see where Vettel finished. Maybe he was the one to retire in the last few laps there, but constructors' standings, we've been overtaken by Red Bull. Not really surprising, to be honest, because they did get the 1-2. So it's definitely on here for the rest of this season. Manor versus Red Bull. Can't believe I'm saying that. But yeah, the rivalry is really going to kick up a gear. In terms of the actual rivalry itself with Sebastian Vettel, we do fairly well. We actually managed to get a few points on him there.
Hey, it's good to see you. I just finished these new contract offers. Check them out. Let me know what you want to do.
So after the race we've had, we actually get the option to switch teams because of our really good performances. When you look at the competitors that we can join, Toro Rosso, McLaren, Honda, and Haas, none of them are actually better than the team I'm driving for, and their second driver roles as well. And to be honest, why the hell would you want a second driver role when you're already the first team driver in arguably one of the best cars on the grid? We're staying with Manor, and we're going to do so until we win this World Championship with them.
That's decided then. Leave it with me.
So there we go, guys. That has been this episode for the British Grand Prix, episode number 31 of this F1 2016 Career Mode Championship. We're now heading into the second half of Season 2 now, and we really need to get a move on now in terms of getting some podiums, getting some points. We still lead this championship by only 4 points or something like that. We can't afford to keep having the kind of races that we're having at the moment, only getting 4th, 5th, 6th here and there. For the second half of the season, we need to rack up those podiums. We need to get a few wins under our belt and really stake our claim for this World Drivers' Championship. But I'm going to stop rambling now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more F1 2016 videos. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed as well. And until the next race, guys, I'll see you next time.